Hey, what's up guys, Prince Meyson here, back with a brand new video, and today we're looking at the first 10 things you should buy when you're starting photography. So guys, before we get into today's video, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please make sure you hit the subscription button and do not forget to turn on the notification button so that you can receive notifications every time I put up a new video. Now, let's jump straight into today's topic. Now, there are 10 things you need to get when you're starting photography, or 10 essential things I feel like you need to get when you're starting photography. But before we get straight into the list, I want to tell you that photography is about what you know and not what you're using. So if you're a photographer, you'll probably be able to use any camera or any lens or any light to actually achieve or get the results that you're looking for. So you need to work on yourself as a photographer, you need to work on your skills as a photographer before investing a lot of money in gear. Now, with that being said, let's get into the top 10 things I feel like you should buy first when you're starting photography. So number one, you need a pretty decent camera. Now, getting a good camera doesn't mean you have to spend a lot of money. Nowadays, any good mid-range or probably beginner DSLR is pretty good. Like, it will get good images. We're talking about cameras that start from 18 megapixels upwards, and for most of these pictures you're not even going to print them, you're probably just going to be putting them on Instagram. So getting a camera like that is pretty good enough for you. The image quality from beginner cameras and mid-range cameras right now are pretty fantastic. I'm talking about way better than the old professional cameras that the pro photographers back then use. So I would not advise anybody to spend over $1,000 on getting a beginner camera. Just start with a mid-range camera, or probably like a pure beginner camera from Canon, Nikon or Sony, and you're pretty good to go. Number two, lenses. Lenses are the most important things when it comes to your camera bodies. So do not forget to invest in a pretty good lens. But if you're just starting up and you do not have a lot of money, I advise you get the Nifty 50, which is the Canon or the Nikon 50mm 1.8. If you can't actually afford to get that, you can still stick with your kit lens and take fantastic pictures with it. Kit lenses are still good. The Canon Rebel or mid-range series, I think they come with the 18-55 or the 18-135. These are still good lenses that you can use to get fantastic images. Number three, investing in good memory cards will go a long way to help you. You do not want to take pictures and by the time you get home, your memory card has crashed, or probably you have an issue or your memory card is actually stuck in the camera. I have had issues like that before. Please make sure you invest in decent memory cards so you would not have to wait for the cards to finish reading the whole data that is coming in. Like, pretty decent memory cards are fast and you get them for as low as $15 on Amazon, so check them out. Number four, getting a good reflector is actually key to getting great images. Anybody that is starting out photography can just pick up a reflector, go outside, use it to learn how to shape light and use it to get great results. You can use your reflector in different ways. You can use it by diffusing light, you can use it to actually bounce light back, and you can use it to block light. So it would actually help you shape lights outdoors, indoors, wherever, and it's actually a pretty good option to get before or if you do not have money to get lights. Now that's going to take us to number five, which is actually getting lights. Now if you are starting up, I would not advise you to spend a lot of money getting lights. You can just go for a cheap Yongnuo speed light, and that would actually help you achieve great results. I started with Yongnuo speed lights and I've used them for about 3 years or 3 or 4 years, and they're still actually solid and they still work till date. Now if you have extra money and you're looking to get something that is a bit more powerful, then you can get cheap strobes like the Godox strobes that are pretty affordable, or you can go for Fovitech or anything. Just go on Amazon and you can pick up a pair of lights for as cheap as $100 or $150 and you're good to go. So number six, investing in a good camera bag would actually help you take care of your gear. You do not want your lenses to get scratched, you don't want your lenses to bump against your camera. If you drop your bag, you want a situation whereby your bag is actually protecting your cameras. You want your bag to be safe. You just don't want to pick up any bag, probably like the bags you have right now, your normal backpacks, to just throw your gear in. Also, it helps you look professional when you go out to actually work for a client, because your gear is actually neatly arranged in your camera bag. So please invest in a pretty good camera bag. It's going to help you in a lot more ways than you think. So number seven, investing in a good laptop is actually one of the first things you should do when you get into photography. This is that point where I'll tell you to actually stretch your budget and buy a pretty good laptop. If you have a lot of money and you can get a Mac like the 2015, 2016 or 2014 MacBook Pro, then you should go for it. If you're a Windows user, then I advise you go for the Dell XPS. These are powerful machines and they will help you slice through the heavy raw files that come out of cameras nowadays. If you can't afford that, just go online and look for a laptop that has a pretty good screen and something that has pretty good processing power, and you're good to go. So number 8 are hard drives. Hard drives are essential when it comes to photography. You do not want to work off your PC. You do not want to save all your pictures or all your files on your PC. So working remotely from a hard drive is actually very important. Also, if you have 2 hard drives, you can have one as backup, which is pretty important when it comes to photography because you do not want to lose all your files. Number 9 are softwares. I advise everybody that's into photography, because it's a digital age, to actually invest in software. So invest in softwares like Lightroom, Capture One, or Photoshop. If you cannot afford to get Photoshop, there's a new software called Affinity Pro or so. Please get that. It's pretty cheap. You don't have to pay monthly. It's a one-time payment. And if you cannot afford to download Lightroom or Capture One, just get the trial versions and start with that, and it will go a long way to help you. So number 10 will be a Wacom tablet. If you're going to go into serious retouching, please get a Wacom tablet. This is going to help you retouch your images better. It's going to make you more efficient as a photographer, and also it's way better than using your mouse or your trackpad on your laptop to edit. So guys, those are the top 10 things I feel like you should invest in when you're starting photography. If you feel I missed anything on this list, comment below, let me know so I can do an updated video in the future. Also, if you like this video, please don't forget to smash that like button and give your boy a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe, and do not forget to turn on the notification button so that you can receive notifications every time I put up a new video. Thank you so much for watching today's video. My name is Prince Meyson, and I'll see you guys in another video. Peace.